This is what is blocking your manifestations. All of your manifestations. This is what is stopping them, holding them back from manifesting. It doesn't matter what subject it is. This is the reason why. Keep watching. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you're new here and you like the content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. For my free audio training or to work with me, that information is in the description box below for you. All right, I'm about to break it down right now. I'm going to tell you exactly what is holding back your manifestation. Now, this could be on any subject, on every subject, right? And especially if you feel like a lot of areas of your life are not working or feel stuck, right? There's something in the way. What's blocking it? What's the limiting belief? What I want you to do is to ask yourself this question. What is taking up a lot of space within your mind? What is something or a few things or some habits or something that is taking up a lot of space, a lot of energy, a lot of attention? Meaning, where are you putting a lot of your attention? Okay, a lot of us are running on default. So we're just giving our attention to anything throughout our day and having a reaction to it, right? We're more in that reaction mode as opposed to creation mode. But what I want you to become aware of is what is taking up your energy, what is taking up space within you. What are you currently using or have been using as your excuse to feel unhappy or unsatisfied or a victim or to feel powerless? Anything less than good. What have you been using as your excuse to not be in your full power? Now, stay with me because this is really big, okay? When things are not manifesting, yeah, we have all these like beliefs, right? You have beliefs and, you can have certain blocks that are holding things back. But for the most part, what it really is that's in your way is what you're giving attention to more of the time. For example, my previous relationship, I gave so much attention to what was wrong, what was going wrong, what I need to fix, what I didn't like. There were so many things that I didn't like, and I kept, for years, I was giving attention to those things. And that became chronic. That became a habit, a pattern, a way of thinking, a way of feeling that was very consistent. And me doing that very consistently, more often than not, I'm focused on how dissatisfied I feel. And, throughout my day, thinking about whether it's, happening at the time or it happened in the past or future worries. I'm worried. I am focused in a negative way on this subject more of the time. So what that did was make me, that's a chronic pattern of thinking and focusing and feeling, right? It's a consistent pattern, it's chronic. So what that led to was it literally made my body physically sick, okay? That chronic thought pattern and emotional pattern got me to be chronically ill and sick in my body, as well as stopping other manifestations from flowing in, not only in the relationship, stopping any kind of improvements or, solutions, but in all areas of my life. Why? Because what I am using as my excuse to give like a lot of attention to and to feel less than good is bringing down my overall vibration. So, for example, let's say I'm giving a lot of attention to how bad my relationship is or how I need to fix this thing and the problem. And maybe there's one problem, maybe there's 10 problems, right? Just say I'm giving a lot of my attention. More often, more of the time, very consistently, daily pretty much, okay? So how can I also be in a state of receiving what I want in other areas of my life? Now, if you have a really strong expectation that like, yeah, money just flows easily to me, then even if you're pretty focused like negatively, for the most part, your money, for example, will still be flowing because you have alignment on that subject and it is a strong expectation, but it wouldn't be getting better. It wouldn't be like skyrocketing and getting better. It may even get like a little bit less because your overall vibration is low, okay? But you have that strong expectation there, positive expectation on that subject, that can still flow for you to some degree. But for other things you're wanting to call in, and especially if you don't have strong expectation and positive beliefs around those subjects, then your overall vibration being low because of something, anything that you're chronically giving attention to in a negative way is going to affect those things. You're not in a state of receiving. You're not in a state of alignment to receive the things that you want. Okay, so you have to think about it in terms of frequency. Okay, there's this high frequency where your desires are, where your pathways, solutions, the answers, everything you want, the clarity, right? Everything is there. But you're focused on this one thing. So whether it's like a relationship, whether it's the lack of a relationship, whether it's your work environment, your co-worker, maybe it is something about your body or your weight, maybe it is money issues, and it's bringing down your overall vibration and you're low, how can you be in that high state to receive any other thing that you want, right? So just say you're focused on your relationship, like I said, your relationship and the problems there, and you're giving so much attention and energy to that thing and complaining and feeling bad and feeling powerless and just trying to figure it out and all these different things, but a lot of attention there. Okay, just say I'm doing that, then I'm not on the frequency of receiving what I want, money-wise, body-wise, health-wise, right? I'm bringing down my overall vibration so that I can't receive the other things that I want. And so what I'm inviting you to do is to look very closely at you and where you're placing a lot of your attention. Now, it could be like there is one subject or two subjects where you're so keenly focused on the negative aspects of it, like it's not changing. This problem is really like in my face, and you're just kind of like focused on it a lot. Or something from the past you keep bringing it into now, because it's part of you, it's kind of part of your identity, and it's what you're used to thinking and feeling, so that's just kind of like a habit. Or it could be that you have a habit of complaining, or you have a habit of noticing the negative things and just trying to figure them all out and fix them, or whatever. So anything that you are doing on a regular basis, anything you are doing chronically in a negative way, giving attention to, therefore giving your energy to, is affecting all other manifestations. Okay, so it's being really aware of like, okay, also, can you imagine that, for example, if you were really focused on one area of your life and it's not working and you're trying to figure it out, and you have a lot of your attention there in a not good feeling way, okay? Imagine if you didn't do that anymore. Imagine if you didn't complain about it anymore, or fixate on it, or focus on it much anymore in a negative way. Imagine if you just didn't think about the negatives of that subject anymore. You just didn't go there. How much more energy and space would you have within yourself to create what you want? And not only that, but to allow what you want to come to you, because now you've cleared up space. You're not bringing down your vibration, your overall dominant vibration with that subject, with that focus. Now you can actually receive. Now you have the access to that high frequency where you will have downloads of, ideas and solutions and pathways. Clarity will be given to you. You do have the ability now and the space and the time to be in that receiving mode. Firstly, how much lighter would you feel of not focusing on that time? How much more free and happy would you be, right? And not trying to feel like you have this problem you have to fix, but also you would have so much more time and energy and space within yourself to be focused on other good feeling things, to be focused on your goals, your desires, and to be on that high frequency where you can receive the things that you want. And so it's not so much like if you are, because you could have money flowing, right? But then if you were to just be very lazy with your focus and be putting your attention very chronically, very consistently on, say, your relationship or your health that isn't working, and you're giving so much of your energy and attention there, that is like consuming you, right? Then your money will start to go down as well. You won't be receiving as much from there, or it'll feel stuck, or it's not growing, or you're not satisfied anyway, even if the money is there. So you can bring down everything when you're just putting so much of your attention on something that is not working, is a problem that you feel like you need to fix, or just a habit of complaining, noticing negatives, right? So again, like what I was saying, for me, I have had a habit of really worrying and complaining in relationships, and that doesn't serve me, because firstly, if I'm worrying and complaining, I can't get what I want, whether it's, that person or someone new, I can't get what I want, right, on that subject. But I also am stopping all the other things from my life from improving as well, right? So that's what you have to realize, is like, hey, actually, maybe I'm just taking up so much energy and so much space that I can't even allow in those things that I want, because I'm just focused on this one thing or these two things or three things. Like, I'm just so focused on this problem, right? And again, it might not be that you're focused on that problem, although be very aware, because sometimes we think we're not, but it's still there. It's still going on here and here, but you're just not being aware of it because you're trying to ignore it. So it's good to be aware. You want to know that it's there. You want to know that you're practicing it and feeling it so you can practice it less, right? And practice something else that feels better more gradually. But sometimes, again, it is just a chronic focus on like, well, this is wrong and this is wrong, and complaining about this and that, like going through your day and like feeling dread in the morning, and then, complaining about traffic and getting angry in traffic, and then going to work and you're annoyed at your coworker, and you're noticing just like throughout your day, just noticing little negative things, unwanted. Where you place your focus and attention is what you get more of. So you're going to see more unwanted. You're going to be stuck in a situation or multiple situations where you're not getting what you want, because your chronic vibration is shouting to the universe, I don't have what I want. That's what it's saying. I don't have what I want. I don't have what I want. I don't get what I want. That's what that chronic complaining is saying to the universe. And so you're stuck in an environment, in life situations, where you do not get what you want, because that is what you are affirming moment by moment throughout your day. What are you using as your excuse to feel unhappy? And yes, you may be absolutely justified in feeling unhappy, and this is a bad situation, this is crappy, I don't deserve this. Okay, that may be absolutely valid, but is it serving you to keep telling that story and to focusing there? Is it serving you? Is it making you feel better or worse? Is it actually leading you to somewhere that you want to be, or is it keeping you, bring your attention to it, right where you are, right? So it's making that choice. Like, yeah, of course you're justified. Of course it's valid to feel how you're feeling, and don't ignore your emotions. That emotions are healthy to feel, but do you want to keep practicing it? Do you want to keep focusing on the negatives and complaining? Because number one, you're just going to be unhappy no matter what happens. And number two is like, you're not going to get that many great improvements, because you're a match to your current situation where there are problems for you to complain about and feel bad about and feel a victim. And again, these things that maybe there is a subject in your life that you're giving so much attention to, or keeps coming up to you in your mind. And that is like a sign of like, hey, actually, it's not coming up in your mind because it's so important, it's coming up in your mind because you've given it a lot of attention. So that's what's naturally going to come up, right? But also it's coming up because you need to heal it and let it go. Part of healing is letting go and just choosing, lovingly choosing not to practice the pattern and to practice something else. And when you do that, it will affect every area of your life. If you are focused more chronically, more consistently, more of the time on anything and everything that makes you feel better or makes you feel good, makes you feel some sort of positive emotion, then that's for the majority what your life is. And there is a very small portion of like contrast and unwanted things that just help you to, you know, get new clarity and desires, and help you to grow and expand. But for the most part, you are attracting and living what you want, and you're happy along the way to it. So if something is not manifesting for you, then it is time to look at what is taking up space within you and to gradually let that go. Okay, I hope this video has helped you. If it did, let me know in the comment section below and by liking and subscribing if you haven't already. For Law of Attraction clothing or to work with me or for my programs, all of that information is in the description box below for you. Have a beautiful day and I'll see you on the next one.